my heart. You're my silver cup. Oh, baby, it's so sweeter when you stir it up. Oh, when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey there fairly drips. 'Cause your confection, goodness knows, you're my honeysuckle rose, yeah.
Check. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our crescendo show tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everybody at TokenSmart, all the whole family there. Appreciate you all being with us here at MetaJAX, live in Newport Beach. This is the MetaJAX, home of crypto jazz. And tonight we have another incredible night with Tony Guerrero. We're going to be enjoying not only the music, but also the art on our new video wall. We call it a Metapurse window, thanks to our friends at Metapurse. And it's It's good to have V. Sundaram and the gang back in action after a timeout of celebrating Metakoven's wedding. So congratulations to Metakoven, and I know that they've been celebrating and having a great time together over there on the other side of the world. Anyway, we've got a lot of music tonight, and we just want to remind you of a few things. One is that you can be part of the MetaJAX family by holding a TG, Founder's Key. A Founder's Key gets you a JAX token every single day between now and the next 7 years. So be part of that. You can go to OpenSea and grab yourself one of those, TG's Founder's Key. And then also you can just go to WhaleStreet.xyz and just pick up a TG just at the floor price. I think it's about, what, 0.07. So now's a good time to get it while ETH is down. Anyway, it's great to have you with us. We're going to enjoy this. Oh, this last Sunday, some incredible music going on here, and so we're going to share just a tune from the Will Lyle Trio from this last Sunday. So Will put together a very special group, two octogenarians, John Mayer, who's just a legendary jazz pianist, 83 years old, Grammy winner, just an incredibly talented gentleman at the piano. Roy McCurdy on drums. Now this guy, 85 years old. He lugs his own kid in here. You'd think this guy, he could easily pass for 60. Keeps himself in great shape, but 85-year-old drummer. And then you've got a couple of Gen Z guys. You've got Will Lyle on bass, and it was his gig. And he's in from New York, so he put this together for Sunday night. And then Brandon Wilkins on sax. So two 20-somethings, two 80-somethings. So anyway, we're going to share that with you right now. Check this out.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Well, that ended kind of quickly. Anyway, we're still here. We are live out here here at the club as people are starting to roll in for tonight's show. We get started here in about 12 minutes. But again, hey, just to remind you, we've got this going on right now. That's our TG's Founders Key. Head over to OpenSea and pick up one of those. It's all kinds of privileges come with that, including a super special mint of a TG. You go to you buy one of these and you take it to WhaleStreet and you can mint your just your completely one-of-one original TG, but it's a special one because you'll get a JAX every day for 7 years. So can't beat that. Anyway, we've got a lot of other stuff going on here. We've got, let me see what I can show you. Oh, how about that? Go to WhaleStreet.xyz also. You can still pick up Tawanda's album, you know, from the Crypto Jazz Festival. And here's a little alpha for you. We've got a studio recording with Tawanda that's coming out incredible that we're going to be dropping here in a few weeks also. And we're going to also fire up the staking again. We had a little hiatus on the platform, so the staking, so you'll get some JAX tokens that you'll earn from staking your albums, both the Tawanda album and then of course the Arturo Sandoval album. So both of those you can get at WhaleStreet.xyz. But we've got one of our favorite acts that comes through here, incredible performer, singer. She's got great energy. And she leads a quintet here. This is a show from about a year ago now, when we were still out in the tent during the pandemic. But enjoy a little bit here before we get the live show going. Here's Natalie Hannah Mendoza and her quintet.
I fell in love with you the first time I looked into them. You've got a certain little cute way of flirting with them, their eyes. They make me feel happy, they make me blue. No stalling, I'm falling, going in a big way for sweet little you. My heart is jumping, you sure started something with them, their eyes. You'd better watch them if you're wise. They sparkle, they bubble, they're gonna get you in a whole lot of trouble. You're overworking them, there's danger lurking in them, their eyes. We That's all Ella, it's not me. the first time I looked into them, their eyes. You've got a certain little cute way of flirting with them, their eyes. Yeah, they make me feel happy, they make me blue. No stalling, I'm falling, blowing in a big wave of sweet little you. My heart is jumping, you sure started something with their empty eyes. You'd better watch them if you're wise, little brown eyes. They sparkle, they bubble, they're gonna get you in a whole lot of trouble. You're overworking, there's danger lurking in them. Their eyes. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you, jazz lovers. If you were found with your chin on the ground, there's a lot to be learned, so look around. Just what makes that little old ant think he can move a rubber tree plant? Anyone knows an ant can't move a rubber tree plant, but he's got high hopes. He's got high hopes. He's got high apple pie in the sky. Hope so anytime you're feeling low, instead of letting go, just remember that ant. Whoops, there goes another rubber tree plant. Dan Barrett, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Dawson, here comes Luca Pino.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Terrence Love. Welcome to Steamers Jazz and Canvas Jacks. Happy to have you all here. And for those of you who are uninitiated, I've been doing this here for a few years now, and I ran Steamers Jazz Club for 23 years into the ground. And I was resurrected by Jack Jasper and Tim LSC.
Just what makes that little old ant
a wonderful 2 years working
think
with
he
a
can
lot of-
move a
lot of
rubber
wonderful
tree
things. How
plant.
do you like these new screens,
Anyone
Ben?
knows an ant
And, you may
can't
see some of
move
this
a
wonderful
rubber
funky
tree
art in the
plant,
back
but he's
going on.
got
That's all I Mr. Tony Guerrero. Tony Guerrero.
hose. He's got hose. He's got
David Miller back there, Dave
apple
Miller.
pie.
Anyway, I want to remind you, we've been doing this Thursdays and Sundays, and for those of you who are not students, we started a new policy for anyone with a
Instead of
student
letting
ID.
go, just remember that
Food. So tell all
oops,
the
there
kids out there to come and
goes
start enjoying
another
some
rubber
food.
tree. Oops, there goes another rubber tree. Oops, there goes another rubber tree
Go
plant.
ahead.
She's the coordinator of local jazz
Tree
studies
plant.
in Florida.
Yes. A fantastic, lovely woman and singer.
I
Coming up
don't
on
buy
24th, the
sugar.
17th will
You
be.
just have
will
to
be
touch
Dance
my
Festival.
cup.
St.
You're
Patrick's
my silver. Oh, baby,
Day.
it's
This
the
is a
way
jazz
to
on St.
when you
Patrick's
stir
Day,
it
but
up.
they're gonna
Oh,
have some
when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems the honey there fairly drip. Your confection,
Mr.
goodness
Bill
knows.
Grammy Award-winning
You're
pianist.
my honeysuckle rose, yeah.
I want to thank all the metaverse and all the smart MetaJAX.com for tickets for all of our stuff. If you want to help, because we do stream these things everywhere, all over the world, go to steamersjax.com and throw a buck or two in the tip jar. Also, you'll see on Tony's pictures up here, there's a QR code. Scan that, buy it. Let's hear a nice round of applause for Dave Siebels on the piano, keyboard, organ. Dave Miller on bass. On the saxophones, right, Matt Johnson. Matt Johnson. Mark Vischer on the saxophone. QR code right here. They're available. Scan it now. And I know I'm making a fashion statement with this boot, but get a load of that jacket, folks. Tony Guerrero. Tony Guerrero on the flugelhorn, vocals, trumpet, and all-around nice guy. Let's hear from Tony Guerrero, Quintet.
Watch your step, Terrence. Watch your step.
Mark Vischer on the tenor saxophone. Tony Guerrero on the flugelhorn, getting warm on the flugelhorn. Yeah, on the organ, that's Dave Siebels, everybody. He brought that from home. Holding down the bottom of the Tony Guerrero Quintet on the bass, David Miller.
Thank you very much. Hey, Mark and I could use a little bit more of the two horns in the front monitors, please. Thank you for being here, everybody, on a Thursday night right here at Campus Jax in Newport Beach, the birthplace of jazz music. I know my history. That was a song from a great show called Guys and Dolls. Anybody know that show? Musical from 1940-something. And we'd like to do a song for you now that was written by the late, great Charles Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin didn't write a lot of music that I know of, but he did write this one. And then I believe he just wrote the melody, and then eventually somebody wrote lyrics to it, and then Michael Jackson recorded it. Right? See, I know my history. This is called Smile. Thank you very much. That's a great tune. You all know that one, right? Smile? No? All right. We'd like to do an original of the band now that is... You okay over there, Mark? That's a nice new suit, Mark. I said, it's a nice new suit. Have I seen that before? You have. Have I? Oh. Everything is new. We'd like to do an original of the band. This one is one we wrote to kind of try to sound like it was the 1950s Calypso era, and we call this one Caribbean Cocktail, and it goes more or less like this.
Cha-cha-cha. Cha. That's a Caribbean cocktail. Original composition by the band, apparently.
22. You didn't know?
Tony wrote that, but he was generous to say we. But when Tony says we, he really means me.
I'm generous with the credit, but not with the royalties.
No.
It's tens of dollars you guys are missing out on from that one for the lifetime of the song. Well, you know, these, if you've been to Campus Jax over the last couple of years, you know that these screens on stage are kind of new. And I've passed on to Tim Ellis, who's running all that, to a bunch of artwork from the mid-century last year that I love so much. And so you'll be seeing a lot of artwork like that and some illustrations from a guy named Cliff. Now I'm forgetting his name. No, not Cliff Clavin. Cliff Roberts, brilliant illustrator. Oh, there's some of his work right there. That's a good one, right?
How can I steal that?
Some Jackson Pollock. Just, you know, I like the idea that we can share art visually as well. But one of the things that it also allows us to do is show you some images from this next song that we're about to do. And this is the song that I first, now I don't know if you can pull up this particular slide, but I found an old album. I like to go into record stores and vintage stores and find old vinyl records, primarily from people I've never heard of. And there was this one that I picked up that I had to buy because, as you know, I play the flugelhorn. And there was an... You okay over there? There was an album I found by a guy named Sir Richard and his Flugel Knights. And Sir Richard and his Flugel Knights was a band from the 60s that featured two flugelhorns. And so I bought that album, and then I heard this one song, and then I learned that this song was actually the theme from a television show back in 1970 or so. And it was, we had to do it, although I think we are the only band in the entire world that performs this particular television show theme song. And we would like to play it for you now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the theme from ABC's Celebrity Bowling.
That's great. Look at those clips and the fact this Charles Nelson Riley. And was there Tammy Faye Baker on there earlier?
No, I don't think so.
It's just, there was,
Adrian Barbeau. That's Kathy, yeah.
Is that Roy Rogers?
We could just look at slides all night.
Roy Rogers on the left there?
Yeah, it's Roy Rogers. Look at that.
Yeah. Hey, look, there's
Frankie
Jimmy.
Valli.
There's Jimmy Darren there. Is that Jimmy Darren or is it
Frankie
Frankie
Avalon.
Valli?
Avalon. All right.
And then wait, there's Nipsey Russell and there's right there. There's Sir Richard.
Sir Richard and his Flugel Knights. All right, see, I know if we do too many like slideshow things, we're not going to actually have any music tonight.
Yeah, no one's gonna. Well, we need something to distract from that blazer. I'll tell you that right now.
We're going to do number 14. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Vischer, as you might have been able to tell on that last tune, I wasn't listening too closely, but is a very skilled flautist. And lucky for us tonight, he brought his flout. And so we're going to ask him to play flout on this song, and we're featuring him on this song of ours that we lovingly call The Boy from Altadena. Keep going, I wasn't ready.
boy from Altadena, Mark Vischer on the flouta reading.
Thank you very much. You know, I'm very fortunate in my life that I get to play with some of the best musicians around. However, tonight, I would like to take a moment to introduce these fine gentlemen on stage. Over here playing the B3 organ, well, almost the B3 organ. Over here, Mr. Dave Siebels tonight. On the big old bass back there, that is Mr. David Miller. On the saxophone, a man who needs no introduction. On the drums, Mr. Matt Johnson right there. Well, it's because your name is right there, Mark. You can see it. It's nice and clear. We'd like to do an old French tune for you. This is a song that Edith Piaf recorded and made famous, and we are going to do our little version of it. This was written around 1950, and it comes from France, and so we're going to play it in French.
On the CampusJAX piano, Dave Siebel. Tony Guerrero, Mark Fisher on the tenor saxophone, Dave Siebels on the brand new Campus Jax grand piano, and David Miller on the Arco bass. Yeah, Mills.
I'm going to call an audible now. Well, I guess they're all audibles because I don't have a set list. But I'm going to do a song that we don't normally do, and Mark and I are not going to play on it. And I'm going to ask that we feature Dave Siebels on the mighty organ over there with a song called Back to the Chicken Shack. But you have to promise you use that sound, that big fat sound you were doing in sound check. Mr. Dave Siebels. That's Dave Siebels on the organ right there. Tickling the organ. That's not the right way to say that, right? No? Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to now feature our drummer, Mr. Matt Johnson, on a song from the Duke Ellington Band. This is called Caravan. Matt Johnson. Matt Johnson, 67. Just spilled my drink. That does not make me happy. Matt Johnson on the drums. We're going to do number 67 in the hymnals for those of you who brought your hymnals with you. And for those of you who brought your harmonicas, we are in the key of F. And we ask that you please do not play them. This is a song by one of my favorite musicians of all time, the great Chuck Mangione, who came to prominence in the 1970s and kind of kickstart the whole smooth jazz movement. But back in the 1960s and early 70s, he was writing some big orchestral, beautiful songs. And this is one that was part of one of those albums. And this is a song called She's Gone, which is just such a beautiful melody. And I've always assumed it's a very sad song. But I realized that it could be a very happy song depending on who she is, right? So this is Chuck Mangione's She's Gone. And it goes like this.
Tony Guerrero on the flugelhorn, Mark Vischer on the tenor saxophone. Lovely solo on Chuck Mangione. She's Gone. My favorite, Mark.
No, I'm wrong. Do we have any fans of the Broadway stage in the house? Anybody? Anybody besides our bass player? How about, if not, since it appears we don't have many, how about fans of the show West Side Story? I don't see anybody. Did you see the movie? Have you guys all seen it yet? I won't give it away.
Well, we kind of know how it ends, but
Yeah.
it's just now streaming on Disney Plus, I think. So.
Oh, it's a beautiful movie. I was really, like many, I was worried that they were going to ruin it in some way, and I dare say it might even be better than the original.
Oh, those
There's
are
a lot of sentiment attached to the original, of course. It's lovely, but they did some really great things in this one.
Glad to hear it.
One of the things they did not do was what we are about to do, which is take a bunch of their beautiful songs, cram them into a medley that sucks all the beauty and meaning right out of them. They didn't do that. And had they done something like that, I would have complained, and then you guys could have reminded me, well, Tony, that's exactly what you did with your West Side Story medley, is you ruined a really good thing. Yeah. So we'd like to play for you now our West Side Story medley, which means it's a bunch of songs from West Side Story. So you don't have to Google the word medley. Yeah. Please, 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 no gang fighting during the song.
Look at, that's Tony dancing on the escape. What do they call that there in New York? Fire escape. I knew there was some kind of escape, but what's really happening is that girl's escaping from him. And now the slide escapes.
That's a whole different story. We were playing, Tim, I don't know if you have that one slide ready that I sent you, but we were playing that song at a venue in LA, and I often close my eyes subconsciously or unconsciously while I'm playing. Like sometimes I don't want to see what people are thinking. And my eyes were closed, and when I opened them at the end of the song, this guy, if the slide's there, this guy happened to be standing right in front of the stage, and it's maybe not there. Anyways, George Shakiris, who played Bernardo in the original film, was standing like right there just staring at us like it was weird for him that he walked in while we were, was that it? Oh, really? It's tiny. Look at that. There we go.
There it is.
That's my sister on the right over there, but she was there also. And so,
Did he
isn't
show
that
you
great?
his- Yeah.
He looks amazing. He's like, I don't know how old he was there, but he's like close to 80 now, right? And that was only a few years ago.
Doesn't look much older than you.
Yeah, that's actually kind of depressing.
Huh.
All right, story time is over. Actually, no, story time is just beginning because we're going to tell the story now, without the lyrics, of course, about a mass serial killer because they just don't write enough good songs about serial killers. And this is a favorite of ours, and I'm sure one you like and have never realized how horrible the lyrics were. And so we're not going to do them for you, but this is a song called Mac the Knife. Thank you very much. I was looking through through the song list, and this title caught my eye because we used to do this a lot, and we don't do it anymore. But it's another beautiful tune, and we'd like to do it before the night is up. Unless you want to stick around for a few hours, and we'll do it late at night. No, that's not going to happen. This is a song from a great show called Kismet, and this is a beautiful tune called Stranger in Paradise, which many of you will know, but you may not know that this song was actually written not for that musical, but written back in the 1800s by a composer named Borodin, and they took music from his compositions and put it into this show Kismet, and that's where we get this song and a few other great songs from that show. This is Stranger in Paradise. that a pretty song? Written in the 1800s. Speaking of things from the 1800s, let me once again introduce the band with Mr. Dave Siebels over here. Oh, you can hear me? Okay. Dave Siebels on the organ. Mr. David Miller on the bass. Over there on the drums and on the cymbals, Mr. Matt Johnson. Over there on the saxophone, wearing a suit made from the interior of a 1973 Volkswagen Bug. Sorry. Not thinking straight. Mr. Mark Vischer right there. All right, we'd like to close it off with this song, which is kind of our normal farewell song to send you off in hopefully a good mood. And we do appreciate you being here with us tonight, and hope you'll continue to support live jazz right here at Campus Jax. Why do you keep doing that? Oh, that's where I come in. Got it. Oh, my mic's not even second. Gotta set up my mic. When you do that, I'm going to come in with the melody next time.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. Oh, when you're crying, it brings on the rain. Stop your crying, you're happy again. Oh, when you're smiling, yes, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. smiling.
Could you hear them singing? We're gonna try it again just to make sure. Just so you know, you're supposed to sing right there, right? Just follow the annoying guy.
When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. Yes, when you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. Oh, when you're crying, yes, it brings on the rain. Stop your crying, you're happy again. Oh, when you're smiling, yeah, the whole world smiles. The whole world smiles. The whole world smiles with you.
Thank you very much. Once again, Mr. Dave Siebels, David Miller, Matt Johnson, Mark Fisher. My name is Tony Guerrero. And thank you for being here at Campus Jax and supporting live music. And one more time, here is Mr. Terrence Love as soon as we play this ending part of the tune. Got it? By the way, y'all check out the sign from the old Steamers Jazz Club hanging in the corner there.
Tony Guerrero Quintet, Mark Fisher over there, Matt Johnson, David Miller, Dave Siebels, Tony Guerrero.